in the day off today. So like I said, I'm gonna knock out a whole bunch of videos. So I'm gonna give y'all a lot of material today. So I'm gonna go look at a computer like later on today from Wally World, But I want to talk about a statement that Chris Bosh released maybe earlier today. Chris Bosh says that he is pissed off. He said he isn't taking it anymore. And he said that he is boycotting the NFL until they start hiring and keeping black coaches. And that's pretty noble of Chris Bosh. And to a certain extent, I agree with him and I commend him on that. But however, to a certain degree, I have to once again call him out and put a question mark around him. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the black athletes, in particularly, whether they agreed with Colin Kaepernick's stand, they should have spoke up on his behalf. Now, as usual, LeBron said something, and that's cool. So LeBron is out of this. But I think a lot of the black athletes should have stuck together and said, you know what? If Colin Kaepernick doesn't get a job, we're going to organize a nationwide, sports wise walkout where all the black athletes just say, we're not going to play at least for one game until Colin Kaepernick gets another job. If they would have did that, he would have probably, you know, got another job. But like I said before, Colin Kaepernick is doing fine. Like I said, at the end of the day, he's doing fine. Colin Kaepernick got so much stuff lined up to where he'll be fine. And we fought for him for, as long as we could. But, he's in a good place right now. He got Netflix shows. There's talk of a full-fledged Colin Kaepernick motion picture. He has the Nike deal, so he's doing okay as far as money go. He's not headed for the poorhouse, and plus he got like $60 million out of the NFL. It wasn't no $6 million. Colin Kaepernick got $60 million out the NFL. But I'm just saying, a lot of these athletes should have stuck up for him, whether they believed in his stance or not. And you even had people um, who were questioning his intentions. And at the end of the day, I didn't even feel like going back and forth with them about that. I just ignored them. But you have to look at Chris Bosh like, okay, you are pissed off that they're not hiring black coaches. But like I said, you could have took a stand on what was going on with Colin Kaepernick. And like I said, we do not like what's going on with Brian Flores, but this is something that's been going on for years. Keep in mind, there are 32 NFL teams. They don't even have, they don't even be having 10 head coaches at one time in the NFL. They're not patient. They don't give them a chance. With the exception of Mike Tomlin, which, by the way, Mike Tomlin has had a winning season every year since he's been there. He's a good coach. You know, he's a good coach, but still they still don't believe in us. See, the thing is, it's a mentality that they have with black people and in particularly black men. They want us to be they want us to contribute. They want us to buy, but they don't want us to be the seller. You know, they'll allow us to rent, but they hate when we own. And this is just all around. It's not. This is dead on purpose. You have to see that. And anybody can see what's going on. This is a global thing. This is far beyond head coaching. Let's just talk about let's just go there since y'all are here now. Coaching isn't even half of the problem. What about ownership in the NFL? They do not have one black owner in the NFL and I'm not talking about buying a couple of $1 million worth of shares. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying, majority owner. They don't even have any black owners. That's an even bigger problem. See, have we talked about that yet? The lack of ownership? They don't have, where's that at? We should be talking about that. That's how it always been. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to be owners. They just want us to purchase. See, when you start talking about ownership, that's when it gets cloudy. When you start saying, well, hey, why aren't there any black NFL owners? Then all of a sudden they start coughing. What? You know? Yeah. And but that's the thing. I've been saying this for the longest. And this is just real talk. And somebody needs to point this out. Pay close attention to this. Pay close attention to this. I'm gonna give you these numbers. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Sean Puffy Combs have a net worth combined of over $3 billion. You mean to tell me them Negroes can't put their money together and start their own football league? Why won't they do that? Instead of Jay-Z talking about how he want to buy into an NFL team, why don't he take his money and start his own league? And this is why I'll be saying dudes like Jay-Z is foolish. You know what? You a billionaire now. And if you add Dr. Dre's 900 million, you talking about possibly $4 billion. I just named 4 of the richest rappers out there. Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Sean P. Diddy Combs combined are worth $4 billion. And by the way, that video is coming later on because it's time for us to start asking these questions. Why won't you Negroes start y'all own shit instead of asking and begging the NFL to let you guys buy teams or buy into teams when you can start your own league? Oh yeah, I forgot. P. Diddy tried to buy the Carolina Panthers too. Yeah, and if you add Floyd Mayweather, you probably close to $5 billion. So thank you. Appreciate that. This is, like I said, this is a global problem on a global scale. Say what you want to say about Ice Cube, whether you like him or not, whether you are or pissed off at him on his stance on taking the potion, but at least he went and started his own stuff. At least he went and started, along with his partners, the big three. And that's why I mess with the big three. And don't you remember when Ice Cube and LL Cool J put together a group to try to buy some of those leftover Fox stations, even though for the most part they went to Byron Allen, which that's okay. But they tried. It's time to start asking those questions. And I'm not pocket watching. At the end of the day, you're going to have the people that's going to come, oh man, why are you pocket watching? Well, I'm not pocket watching. I'm asking a question. We have a right to ask questions. And sometimes when people say stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's suppressing you, suppressing reverse psychology. But we have to ask those questions. It's time to ask those questions. I'm not wrong for that. I got a right to ask those questions. Well, we got to see until it's official. Until it's official, I'm not. And then here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even if something like that happens, that's not enough. Why does one always define and mean that we broken through? Why is it when one person does so, oh, it's a wrap, it's over with, now we've made it? Okay, nah, it shouldn't just start and end with him. Oh well, we got one minority, you know what I'm saying, owner. Nah, no, needs to be more. But see, at the end of the day, they may eventually allow one in, but nah. We need to have more than one sitting at that owner's table yearly talking about operations in the NFL. One ain't cutting it. You know what I'm saying? It's 2022. You don't find nothing strange about that? But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's time for these brothers to start putting their money together and starting their own stuff. Now, like I said, the big three don't have nearly the capital that, you know what I'm saying, that if Ice Cube aligned himself with some of the other dudes, like I said, Ice Cube has a net worth of I think $200 million possibly. But still, that's what I'm saying. He went and started his own stuff. But I'm talking about Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Dr. Dre, Kanye West. Those dudes have billions. When somebody gonna step up and say, you know what? Screw the NFL. Screw Major League Baseball. Screw the NBA. Let's start our own leagues. When they gonna do that? It can be done. Nobody is saying that Jay-Z has to give away his entire $1 billion fortune. And then not to mention his wife, Beyonce, is like worth $500 million. Oh yeah. Rihanna is a billionaire. I forgot about that. So you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Rihanna is a damn billionaire. Why isn't this happening? Even though I can't stand Rihanna. I'm just saying. So they got some black billionaires out there. Jay-Z helped make Rihanna a billionaire. Even though Rihanna isn't foundational black American, still. She always in the States. So I'm just saying, we got to start asking these questions. And to you YouTubers out there, that content creators, it's time to start asking these questions. Real talk. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I'm out.